Corey Macklin here at ringside, ready to go with another day of USWA Championship Wrestling. We've got a TV title match coming up here today, and we've got the North American champion in a non-title match. The Colorado Kid will be along later.
Looking forward to seeing Colorado Kid back in action. Also today, we got an interesting single bout. Jamie Dundee taking on Too Sexy Brian Christopher right here today on USWA action, and a big night coming up Friday night, Dave.
Oh, no doubt about it. We'll be telling everybody about that. Matter of fact, let's start right now. Randy Hales right over here. Randy, come on in. Let's tell them about some of the action coming up here.
First of all, what a good group today.
Yeah.
Everybody's fired up this morning. How you doing today?
I'm doing great.
You know, I'm been excited the last month. The Big One Expo Center on Hollywood, Dave. Anytime you move buildings, it's a big decision, and we talked about it a long time. I've been a wrestling fan all my life, as you know, and I've never been in a building that has such great atmosphere and so right for wrestling as the Big One Expo Center. We've been there about a month, and obviously when you move into a new building, Dave, you have the kinks, you have to learn the building.
A few wrinkles here and there.
A few wrinkles, but I think we got everything worked out, and everything's going smooth, and we've had great wrestling action. So this coming Friday night, this week, the action in Memphis, Friday night. Don't say Monday, by mistake.
Okay, Friday,
the 23rd. It's a back-to-school special coming up. It's a super card. It's the Big One open house, Dave, and a lot of exciting things. Go into the card a little later on. There's 10 matches on the card, and we have special things for the fans. Every single person that comes in the door will get a free picture of a top USWA superstar, and we also have something really exciting, a big USWA giveaway. Your favorite word, no purchase necessary.
Absolutely.
Okay, we will give away shirts and caps and mugs and USWA videotapes. What else?
It's going to be an autograph session, too, I understand.
Autograph session. Well, I'll get into that in just a second. 2 ringside tickets for USWA Big One Expo Center Wrestling for 1 year to one lucky person. 2 tickets, so it's a big night. And an autograph session at 6 o'clock. Brian Christopher, Doug Gilbert, Wolfie D, Miss Texas will be there at 6. At 7 o'clock, Jerry Lawler will be there. It's a night for the fans at the Big One Expo Center. Now,
Tony Falk.
You hold on just a minute and all this yakking and yakking and yakking. I'm going to say, I've got an important message. I'm going to say it again. Right here today, we are tired of getting abused and mistreated by this stinking promotion. You lying announcers, you crooked as a snake, Randy Hales, and we are sick of it. And today is going to be a big announcement. You just wait and see.
We're sick of you.
Yeah, I agree with you.
It's coming up Friday night. We're looking forward to it.
Yeah, we'll talk more about that later, right?
Thank you, Dave.
Thank you, Randy. And we're going to get him out of here. Tony, I'm talking about. We'll be back here in just a moment. We'll get things underway. Stay with us. Hey, all right, we've got a situation coming up with the TV title on the line. Bill Dundee is going to be coming in here. He will be going against Wolfie D, USWA TV. Oh, here comes Tony Falk again with Frank Morrell and Jamie Dundee. And here's Bill Dundee, Samantha, and Tommy Rich. My goodness, they've emptied the dressing room out here. Tony, we told you earlier we'd heard enough from you now. What are you doing back out here?
The best thing you can do is just listen up, Dave Brown. See, we had a meeting the other day, and Double J was there, the Superstar was there, Samantha, Mr. Jamie Dundee, TR was there, H.W. Morrell was there, and we come to an agreement that we are going to unite together because we are sick and tired of getting mistreated and abused by this stinking promotion, and we're not going to take it no longer. So we're going to join forces, and we're going to fight together because we are sick and tired of Randy Hales showing favoritism to Doug Gilbert and to that Wolfie D and to Brian Christopher. I mean, they are cheating us and robbing all these matches from us, and we're not taking it no more. Is that right, TR?
Well, that's your version of it. I haven't seen it that way.
You know what it amounts to? Right here in Memphis, Tennessee, right all over the country, somebody say something about drug strolling, styling, and profiling. That's what the Wildfire's doing. Well, we're talking about clicks, Dave Brown. You know what that is, don't you?
I know what that is.
So y'all are a click.
No, I think what I'm looking at here is a click.
Then you take Randy Hales and Wolfie D. That's a real big click there. Then you take Jerry the King Lawler, Brian Christopher, and Doug Gilbert to go out and punt holes. That's a click.
So what we're talking about is, it don't matter no more. You see this group here, boys? What we're coming to do is knock y'all's clicks out. Because we're going to have the biggest click you ever seen in your life. Brian Christopher, you got something I want, and I'm coming at you to get it.
Well, again, I
Wait a minute, Dave. You gonna let me talk, man? What do you think you spilled, son? It's my turn to talk. It's the little man of the clique's turn to talk. It's the one everybody said would never be a wrestler, Jamie Dundee. But you listen up, Kelly Warren Wolf. When you're done driving Randy Hale's Cadillac, when you're done carrying Randy Hale's bag, don't come crawling to Jamie Dundee, because I don't want nothing to do with your kind and your clique, right, Dad? You got it, baby. Dave Brown, everybody here is sick of watching television, and everybody that thinks he's Elvis, a big skinny one, a little fat one, most of them from Ohio, walking around this town, all trying to be the king of rock and roll. Well, I just put it on, baby, to show you what it really looks like. Now, all you would-be's out there, you would like to be Bill Dundee, you'd like to be Tommy Rich, you'd like to be Jamie Dundee or Tony Funk, Frank Morrell, or even Priscilla, but you can't be nothing. You're like Randy Hale. You're a nothing, wanting to be something. That's why you dress up like Elvis. I've been dressing like this before Elvis, baby. So you're looking at the real deal, Daddy. And Kelly Wolf, we fixing to climb up in this ring right now, and me and Priscilla and this little clique is taking your belt right now. Give me 5, baby.
Well, it would be nice if all of the clique would just...
Hey, and the main thing is tell all these illiterates over here to keep their mouths shut.
The fans can say what they want, and I think they expressed some sentiment about this whole thing early on. Superstar Bill Dundee in the ring right now with Samantha. Downtown Bruno, the referee, and we're now waiting for Wolfie D to come in here. I'm glad to see that the clique has left, all except Samantha. I was a little worried they were going to try to crowd around the ringside here, and that certainly wouldn't be good in a TV title match.
Right about that.
I don't know where Wolfie is at the moment. There he is, right there.
USWA television champion making his way to the ring area and ready to defend the title right here today.
Greetings for the fans. Got that hubcap around the neck and heads up for the ring apron. Superstar Bill Dundee getting ready for the match. Wolfie explaining that he's got the PG-13 gear. That goes back to a stipulation in a match a few days ago. Downtown Bruno, we're waiting for the signal, and let's go. They killed about 8 or 10 minutes getting them in there. Let's get this action underway.
The referee downtown Bruno handing out the USWA television title. As soon as he gets it out to security, we will be underway with this bout.
Bill Dundee, Wolfie D, they don't like each other at all. They haven't for quite some time.
Wolfie D, the television champion. Backs Dundee up into the rope there, and Dundee's complaining he pulled his hair, Dave.
Nice move by Wolfie D, and immediately Dundee jumps up and says he pulled my tights. And the crowd affirms that he did not.
A discrepancy from Dundee once again, as it was a nice, clean move from Wolfie D. Dundee, bar in the arm. Wolfie. Whoa! Nails him with a right hand. And Bill Dundee out on the concrete floor here with Lois Samantha. Wanted a little consolation from Samantha here at ringside. Steps back in, and we are ready back.
Oh, it's an Elvis sighting from Samantha, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wolfie D making a statement to for the superstar.
I just have one question. If Elvis was alive, well, I shouldn't say that. Never mind.
Boy, Samantha put a lot of stuff on your mind. And,
I just
let me tell you, a bunch of it.
tired of that, I tell you.
You just
Oh, look at this.
pitch in a dump somewhere. Look at that.
She drops Wolfie D's feet out from under him, just innocently hanging around ringside.
Trips him up, and Dundee has him covered. Referee downtown Bruno about to make the count. As he gets ready to get down, Wolfie kicks out of it, and Dundee hanging him over that middle rope, and Samantha picks up where Dundee left off at. Oh, boy. Oh. Superstar Bill Dundee goes for a cover. 1, 2, and Wolfie kicks out.
Wolfie D's arm is hurting right now. Dundee wraps it around that middle rope. Look out, Samantha's there. Dundee distracts the referee. As Samantha twisted around behind his back.
And Dundee stumping away at Wolfie. USWA television title on the line. Oh, boy. Look at that. I see it's that kind of stuff. Absolutely uncalled for Samantha to stick her nose in where it does not belong.
Gave me this scarf right from around his very own neck.
Oh, boy. 1, 2, and Wolfie D kicks out. I don't believe that.
No, I don't believe any of that. Wolfie D is in trouble, I believe that. Got a face lock. Dundee is put on him now. He breaks out of it. See Dundee tap him with that right fist. There he comes back again, fist doubled up. Wolfie D fighting back. Dundee comes at him. Look at this. Oh, man, you get these two throwing fists at each other, anything can happen. There they go. Oh, Wolfie D.
Yeah, that roundhouse right hand that time from Wolfie sets Dundee up on his shoulder. Little airplane. Oh, catches referee downtown Bruno. Oh, boy, as he spins him around in the air on the old airplane spin.
There's nobody to count. Look out, there's Jamie Dundee.
Oh, boy.
Nails Wolfie from behind, grabs Bill Dundee, reverses the pin. Now the referee comes to. Counts 1, 2. Wolfie kicks out. It's a 2 count.
I thought he had him. I thought he had him, Dave. Wolfie climbing the ladder now on the top rope.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, gee.
Total accident, but Wolfie just kicked the referee out of the ring.
Referee downtown Bruno unable to dodge that drop kick. Dundee able to dodge him. And here comes Jamie again, boy.
With a chair this time.
First time not enough as Jamie Dundee comes in.
Now the Dundee's double team.
Dundee slams that chair down on a Wolfie as downtown Bruno is still out on the other side of the ring.
There's Bart Sawyer.
Here's Sawyer to try to even things up. Here's Tony Falkow. Oh, boy. Dundee with that chair. Jeff Sawyer was there. Referee downtown Bruno still down on the other side of the ring area there. There's Bruno. And this thing about to get out of hand here, Dave.
Yeah, well, it's definitely uneven. You got Falk and both the Dundees and Samantha wandering around against Wolfie D and Bart Sawyer. Here comes Brian Christopher.
Too sexy, Brian Christopher. He's got Jamie Dundee. Jamie kicked away, boy.
Everybody got away but Jamie, and then he finally got out of there, too. Brian Christopher over to help Wolfie D and Bart Sawyer. And as he helps them out, let's call time out here. We'll be back with more USWA action coming up in a moment.
It's a back-to-school special when the USWA returns Friday night, August 23rd, 10 big matches at the Big One Expo Center's open house. At 6 p.m. in the food court, meet Wolfie D, Brian Christopher, Doug Gilbert, and Miss Texas. And at 7, meet the King, Jerry Lawler. Plus, everyone who attends receives free pictures of top USWA stars. Also, souvenirs will be given away. Mugs, videotapes, plus 2 free tickets for 1 entire year. You'll see all of your favorite USWA stars compete in contender matches, title matches, a street fight, plus the King faces the Birdman. Coco Beware with a new truck on the line against Coco's car. It's a night you'll want to be there. Meet the stars, free souvenirs, and 10 exciting matches from the USWA. All Friday night at the Big One.
Well, they're helping the referee downtown Bruno out of here. He hit his head, and we were talking with...
he took a tough lick as he went tumbling right out of the ring, Dave, right onto that concrete floor.
Well, he had already been hit once in that airplane spin, and then couldn't get out of the way. And when Wolfie D came off that top rope with a drop kick, he hit him. A Dundee duck, and Wolfie D took that nasty spill on the floor. Here comes the Minnesota Mauler right here. I was just talking with Randy Hales a minute ago, and Randy indicated he didn't think Bruno was going to be able to continue as referee. Is that still the case, Randy? Because we got Colorado Kid coming in to go against this guy.
I couldn't see from the camera shot, but one of our longtime fans, Gail over there, said when he was out of the ring, hit his head on the floor, and he didn't know where he's at. Our problem is, Dave, we don't have a licensed referee here.
Do you have a standby?
Bill Rush is normally here. He's in a golfing tournament. He's not here. The only person here with a referee's license I would like to come out here today. I've had problems with him in the past, but I'm stuck. Bruno can't do it. Well, Frank Morrell, if somebody would call Frank out, please.
I don't know, Randy. There's nobody else?
Would somebody back in the back get Frank Morrell to come out here?
Man, we've had all kind of problems with Frank Morrell. I'm not sure you get it. I don't think you get a fair call. Frank, I just got to tell it the way it is.
Frank, I know this isn't the place to conduct business. You were a referee for us for a long time. I'm sure you were watching the monitor. Bruno's hurt. I don't know if it's a concussion. He didn't know where he's at. You're the only person here at this TV with a referee's license. So I would like it. I have no other choice. I would like it if you would referee for me today, at least this next match, till I check on Bruno.
Well, Randy, I'm working for Double J, and I'm very well satisfied with the job that I've got, and he pays me good, so I'm happy. So why should I referee?
First of all, I understand your situation with Jeff. You were friends with him for a long time, but we rode up and down the roads together. You know how important this TV show is to this company and how important it is to me. I can't do a show today without the referee. I'm not asking you to come back full-time. I'll take care of you on the money. That's no problem. I just need, for today, I need a referee. I'm in a big jam here.
In other words, what you need me to referee a match here today.
Yeah, and let me check on Bruno. Maybe the whole show. I don't know, but I need...
Okay.
And I want you to call it down the middle.
Please.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to referee the way Frank Morrell referees. So I will do that for you.
Hold up, no, what are you talking about?
Tony Fall.
You better call. You can't just sit here and say you're going to do this. You better call Boss and talk to Double J before you come out here and tell him to heck with this show. Just because he don't got no referee, we don't care about it. You can't just come out here and tell him you're going to just get in the ring and start refereeing. You work for Double J now.
Tony Falk, you might be a guy that somebody needs to tell you everything to do. I'm man enough that I can take care of my own business and do what I want to do. So I'm going to referee.
I'm going to make a phone call, Frank Morrell, right now. I'm going to make a phone call.
Well, I don't... Okay. That's
a referee like this?
Yeah, that's your only choice. We got him back here.
Okay.
We'll have time to change.
Colorado Kid, if we can get him out.
Yeah, okay, let's get the kid out here.
I didn't think about that, refereeing the warm-up, but I have no other choice.
Well, yeah, at this point, we just need the referee, and I'm not totally happy, I got to tell you, with the decision, but I understand, Randy, that you had to take what was available. I'm afraid that's what we've had to do here with Frank Morrell. But anyway, you got the Minnesota Mauler. Don't know a thing about him. Colorado Kid.
We know about him, don't we?
Yes, you do. Frank Morrell calls for the bell. Colorado Kid started here.
Oh, yeah.
in the USWA.
Remember
And,
very well.
yeah, went on to become North America champion, a belt that he still holds. And it is not on the line today. It is a non-title match today as he goes against the Mauler, who is bigger than he is. But the Colorado kid, man, he has really turned into a fine, fine wrestler.
Really has. He's picked up some size and some weight and has been able to manage all of it in a very good manner in the ring. Boy, he really looks good. Wrestles out of Boulder, Colorado. Nice move there on the Minnesota Mauler. Takes him down. And referee Frank Morrell in there.
And we got a word or two from the Colorado kid. Let's listen to what he has to say about the USWA.
Hey, USWA fans, Colorado Kid here. I'm back in town. I'm defending my North American heavyweight belt. I hope you all come out to visit me. I can't wait to see you. I've been away for a while, so come on down and see me.
He's got a title defense coming up. As we mentioned, the belt's not on the line today, but it will be in the days and weeks ahead. Making plans to be there to see him when the Colorado Kid is in your area.
Colorado Kid tangles up right here today against the Minnesota Mauler. And still to come today, Dave, we're going to see an interesting single bout with Jamie Dundee taking on Too Sexy Brian Christopher right here today, as well as Wildfire Tommy Rich, all still to come on the USWA. Colorado Kid. Tight paw, the Minnesota Mauler grabs a handful of hair and snatches the Colorado Kid down. Referee Frank Morrell back in the ring today, and in there trying to keep everything called right down the middle.
Downtown Bruno injured.
Yeah.
He's our regular referee, and there was no backup available today, so Frank Morrell drafted by promoter Randy Hales.
I don't know, you went over and checked on Bruno. Was he fell over. When he took that big drop kick, he just basically tumbled out of the ring.
Yeah, it fell on his head. One of the fans confirmed. Oh,
Ring the bell, Frank says. Colorado Kid with that claw hold on the Minnesota Mauler.
boy, he put him away.
Yeah, submission hold, and there he is. Colorado Kid, looking good.
He's got the victory. We're going to be back. We got a lot more to go in the USWA, and we'll have it for you right after this. Action coming up at the Big One Expo Center, and Randy said, don't say Monday, because it's Friday.
Friday night.
It's Friday night.
Boy, I was just looking over this card, too. Boy, what an interesting card coming up Friday night.
Yeah, and we got a map if you don't know how to get there. It is so easy to get there. You won't believe how easy it is if you haven't been there. I-42, the north leg of 240 is what it used to be called. At Hollywood, that's exit 5. The big one is right there. I mean, you just can't miss it. They got all kind of parking out there. Parking's only $1 too, which is much less than it was in years past.
Yeah, and then it's the great thing about the parking lot also, they not only is it $1, but you pay $1 and it's better security. I mean, because they have the patrol cars that patrol the entire lot all around the Big One Expo Center there.
And this is going to be a special night coming up. Matches start at 7 o'clock, but there are lots of other things going on at the Big One Expo Center open house. 7:30. What did I say? 7?
Yeah, 7:30 bell time.
But about 6 o'clock is really when a lot of stuff starts.
Yeah.
So you're going to want to plan to be there early if you can at the food court, because there's going to be an autograph party going on at 6 o'clock. Jerry Lawler will join them at 7 o'clock. 10 matches are on the card, all kinds of special events coming up. Everyone that shows up gets a free picture of a USWA star. Going to be a souvenir giveaway. They'll have shirts, they'll have hats, they'll have USWA mugs, USWA videotapes. And Randy mentioned 2 free ringside tickets for 1 year are going to be given away. That's all at the Big One Expo Open House, which is coming up this Friday night. And one more note about the autograph party, and then we'll give you the card. Brian Christopher, Doug Gilbert, Wolfie D, Miss Texas, Bart Sawyer, Flex Cabana, all will be in the food court at 6 o'clock signing the autographs. Then at 7, Jerry Lawler will be joining.
And then we'll kick off the matches, 7:30 bell time. Opening bout of the night, the Big Punisher comes in, takes on Johnny Rodden in our opening bout.
2 big guys there. Baby diaper match coming after that. Well, I want to find out more about this, but if Scott Bowden is involved, it sounds like it could be interesting, huh? Tony Williams. Tony would just love to have Scott Bowden running around in a diaper.
I'd love to have that, boy.
Then they got after that, Tony Falk will be going against Flash Flanagan in the next match.
Yeah, then we'll have a special challenge match. Look at this. Bart Sawyer versus Flex Cavana. That's exactly right.
Yeah.
This is not a misprint or anything here. Had a few words between these guys last Monday night down at the big one. Former partners, former champions, Bart Sawyer, Flex Cavana in a special challenge Friday night at the big one.
Makes for an interesting match. USWA ladies title match then. Miss Texas will be going against Lady Eagle in that one.
Then we'll see the North American champion, Colorado Kid. He'll defend the title down there Friday night against the big 7-foot-tall Giant Warrior.
Title contender match. Superstar Bill Dundee will climb in the ring against dangerous Doug Gilbert.
Then a Boys in the Hood street fight. We've seen these before, but we've never seen it with both guys on opposite sides of the ring, Dave. We've seen PG-13 and former PG-13 tag team going against each other in a Boys in the Hood street fight. Whoopie D versus Jamie Dundee.
Then the USWA title will be on the line. Tommy Wildfire Rich will be going against Brian Christopher.
Then a big main event of the night Friday night. It's the King, Jerry Lawler, taking on the Birdman, Coco Beware, but special stipulations.
Yeah, I understand that Coco won the truck last time, but then it disappeared. Somebody else took the truck away.
Mr. Coffee was going to present the key to the winner of the 18-man battle royal. The winner of the battle royal was Coco Ware. Mr. Coffee went to present the key to him, and Lawler just grabs the key from Coffee, cranks up the truck right there in the big one, pulls out of there, and heads right out of the Big One Expo Center, hits the interstate, and hadn't seen him since.
And is gone, yeah.
He's gone.
And in order to get the match, then Coco had to put up something, so now he's got to put up his car against the truck in this main event coming up here Friday night.
I mean, Coco Ware was highly, highly upset about
Well, I certainly would be too, no doubt about it. Well, maybe Lawler, and I'm sure he has an explanation of what happened. He's not here, but on videotape we have this interview that was sent in. Let's hear what he had to say about it.
Fuss from Coco Beware. You know, he claims to have won the big battle royal for the 1996 Chevy truck. But to be perfectly honest with you, everybody at the big one knows that Coco Ware cheated. I mean, he cheated like a dog. You know, we had already had a match before that, and all he did was complain to the referee about me cheating. The truth of the matter is, Coco, you're the one that is a dirty, low-down, underhanded, lying sneak. And you proved it to everybody right there in that battle royal. You didn't deserve to win any truck. But now, as far as a truck disappearing, hey, I don't know anything about that. I don't see any trucks in my backyard, but I got cars galore, Coco, so it's not that I need a truck. As a matter of fact, what would I do with a pickup truck? I'm the king. I ride in style. I got friends like Bobby Ward over at Bluff City Autoplex. Supply me with anything I want. Look at that big, beautiful Cadillac right there, Coco Ware. But now listen, if you're so intent on having a truck, I'll tell you what I will do. I'll get a truck, a 1996 Chevy truck, and I'll bring it down to the big one this coming Friday night. All you got to do, Coco, is bring your car. Your own personal car that you love so much. You bring it down there, Coco, and we'll put your car against the truck that I bring, okay? I'll go out and get a truck for you. If you want a truck that bad, I'll go out and get one. Your car against the truck that I bring down there. And then, Coco, we'll see if you can back up all of those big words you've been spouting out all week long. But I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to tell you one thing right now. I'm doing you and I'm doing all of Memphis a big favor by making sure that you're not behind the wheel of an automobile. Because you see, Coco, I don't even think you got a driver's license. As a matter of fact, I heard you got 2 tickets just on your written test. You're not even tall enough to see over the steering wheel anyway. I heard you drive 55 miles per fender, huh? I'm doing you and all of Memphis. I'm making the streets safer by making sure, Coco, that you're walking. And I promise you this. After this Friday night at the big one, you're going to be walking.
Well, the match has been signed. The truck better be there coming Friday night.
He wants to put matters in his own hands and all that stuff, but it's going to be the 1996 pickup truck. Despite what Jerry Lawler says, it's the one that he drove out of the big one in, I guarantee you that.
Against Coco's car coming up this week.
Coco Ware's car.
It all happens 7:30 match time, bell time at the Big One Expo Center on Friday night. Don't forget, it's Friday night this coming week, but beginning at 6 o'clock, all sorts of things going on. Make plans to be there right now. It's a great night to take the family out on a Friday night, sort of a preschool special. Some schools have already started. The city schools are starting later on, but Friday night's a good night to be there. We're going to take a break right now. We got a match coming up. Tony Falk will be going against Bart Sawyer when we return. Well, we got another match to go here on USWA Championship Wrestling. I actually got more than one. Got one coming up right now. Got Brian Christopher against Jamie Dundee a little bit later on. And Tommy Rich, Wildfire, will be here later, too. That's Tony Falk. And, well, you know, I didn't even think about this when Frank Morrell was drafted to be the referee after Bruno was injured a little while ago. And now here's Bart Sawyer having to wrestle Tony Falk. And the referee is Frank Morrell.
Yeah.
I don't like that at all.
I don't either. That's just hope that Frank will have his good face on today and call everything right down the middle like he should. Look at Bart Sawyer. Sawyer upset about being involved in that battle earlier with all of the guys. With Tony Falk being involved and Jamie Dundee, Bill Dundee, all of them out here. Sawyer came out to try to even things up, help Jamie out. And Falk and all of them. Triple Zeman. Sawyer and Jamie Dundee. Tony Falk stopped him. Slammed Sawyer right into the top turnbuckle. Stabs him in the throat there.
Yeah.
Referee Frank Morrell looks on.
Thumb in the throat.
Morrell just break that. Now, Frank was warning Tony Falk to break that hold over there. He's disqualifying.
Tony's choking Bart Sawyer right now. And Frank's telling him to stop it.
Tony Falk whips in Bart Sawyer. Elbow from Tony Falk. Kicks him down. Falk comes off. Puts the boot right to the head of Bart Sawyer. And Sawyer finding himself in a little trouble here now as he came out. Pumped up for this bout against Tony Falk. Made some good moves, and Falk has turned this thing around at 2. And Sawyer able to kick out.
Kick out at the 2 count. Bart Sawyer still going. There's Tony with that thumb again as he jabs him right under the chin.
Yeah, second time he's done that now.
Hair pulling by Falk.
Tony Falk. Whoa, Sawyer stopped him. And Bart Sawyer trying to get himself going in this match. Fighting his way back. Backs Falk up. Whips him into the corner. Oh, and Falk catches him with a boot. Right to the face of Bart Sawyer. And Tony Falk snaps him over. Looks like Falk climbing the ropes here, Dave.
Yep. Bart Sawyer back on his feet, though. He grabs Falk, steals him out to the center of the ring. Falk bounces hard. The ring bounces hard. I think the building bounced when he hit.
Ooh, Lord. Whips him in. Elbow from Bart Sawyer takes him down. And the Falkman trying to get going. Tony Falk.
Sawyer thrown into Frank Morrell. Frank Morrell is down in the ring. Ryan Falk wrapping up a chain around his fist. Nails Sawyer with it. There's a cover by Falk. Count is 1, 2. Sawyer gets a boot on the bottom rope. Frank Morrell stops the count. Tony Falk is livid.
Oh, he's upset. Look at this. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, Bart Sawyer gets the win over Tony Falk, and Falk is highly upset, boy.
He is steamed at Frank Morrell for counting him out. Frank did his job.
He
I gotta
did.
hand it to Frank Morrell.
He did.
Bart Sawyer gets the victory. Tony Falk can't believe it. We're going to be back with more, including an unhappy Tony Falk, I'm sure, in just a moment.
Okay, want to take a look at USWA action on tour?
right now, beginning Wednesday night, West Helena, Arkansas, Lady Luck Casino Pavilion, USWA action coming up. 8 o'clock is bell time right there at the Lady Luck Casino Pavilion. Miners are welcome for attendance there at the West Helena, Arkansas Lady Luck Pavilion. The King, Jerry Lawler on the card. Superstar Bill Dundee, Wildfire Tommy Rich, Brian Christopher, Doug Gilbert, Coco Beware, Whoopie D, all Wednesday night, West Helena, Arkansas, at the Lady Luck Casino Pavilion. Hey, coming up Friday night, as we told you earlier, Friday night, a special night of action at the Big One Expo Center. It's open house. That's the Big One. 10-man spectacular. Everyone receives a picture of one of the top USWA superstars. There'll be USWA souvenirs to be given away. Some great stuff to be given away down there. Autographs at 6 o'clock. Big night of action coming up Friday night at the Big One Expo Center. Hey, Jonesboro, Arkansas is coming up next Saturday night. Speaking of Jonesboro, I have here with me right now Mr. Bert Prentice. Hello, Bert. Welcome back to USWA.
Good to see you again, Corey. Man, I tell you what memories I have in this place. Over 5 years been here. I know a lot of people are shocked saying, my God, what's Bert Prentice doing on Channel 5? Well, ladies and gentlemen, I want to please offer a special welcome and invitation to everybody coming to the Jonesboro wrestling matches. You know, I left a couple years ago, started my own promotion. We've been very blessed, doing well, and now we're in partnership with the USWA in Jonesboro, drawing great crowds. We've got a brand new facility there, air-conditioned building, the Jonesboro Sportatorium. It's located on Highway 1 South in Jonesboro. Just take Stadium Boulevard, go straight south. It's right next to Ed's Country Catfish, the most famous restaurant.
Yeah, right. They have some great catfish there.
Unbelievable. The best food in town. I tell you what, come and eat and then go to the matches.
Yeah.
But next Saturday night, what a night we have at the Jonesboro Sportatorium. Jerry the King Lawler, Brian Christopher, Tommy Rich. Of course, our North American champion, the Colorado Kid's going to be there. I tell you, there's no greater fans than them fans over in Arkansas, and I tell you what, we love them, and we really want them to come out and support the USWA in Jonesboro this Saturday night at the Sportatorium.
Indeed, looking forward. Coming up next Saturday night, and also want to welcome again Bert back. Bert's going to be booking some great matches around the area.
All over the place. I tell you what, there's coming to Manila, Arkansas on September 12th, and big ones coming to Mississippi, all over the place. Looking forward to it.
Looking forward to it. Good to see you again.
Thank you, Corey.
Bert Prentice. Hey, okay, next Saturday night, Jonesboro, Arkansas at the Sportatorium. 8 o'clock is bell time right there. As Bert has told you some of the names, also some of the other names signed for that action. Birdman, Coco Beware, Whoopie D, Jamie Dundee, T-Sexy, Brian Christopher, along with the King next Saturday night in Jonesboro. Hey, coming up Saturday, August 31, the 31st, Batesville, Mississippi, there for USW action. Saturday, August 31st in Batesville. And coming up in Tunica, Sheraton Casino at the Sheraton Casino Center Wednesday night, September the 18th. Always a great time at the Sheraton. This Wednesday night, we're at Lady Luck Casino Pavilion. We look for you. 8 o'clock is bell time. Great crowd down there last time. Hope to see you again. And Friday night.
What's up, Corey?
Hello, Brian Christopher. Big night at the Big One.
That's what I'm talking about, baby. Every time Brian Christopher comes out here, them fans like these hands up and get me fired up, Corey.
Yeah, I like those hands over there, too.
And I heard Bert Prentice, he just got finished saying that there's no better fans than the ones in Arkansas. Well, I beg to differ. Those fans are great, but we got some of the best fans right here in Memphis, Tennessee, Corey.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm talking about they match up with any fans all over the world because I've been there.
Oh, yeah.
But where I'm going to be Friday night,
Big One.
I can't wait. This is what I'm talking about. We finally got an open house. A lot of people's asked me, hey, how's that new building? Is it better than the Coliseum? Well, this is your chance to come on out and find out for yourself, because I'm telling you, it's a lot better conditions than the Coliseum. The fans are down closer to the ring.
Oh, yeah.
They're closer to all the action.
Great atmosphere down there.
And the wrestlers are fan accessible, because I'm going to be right out there at the food court. They got much better food, don't they, Corey?
Oh, boy.
I see you stuffing your face. All them chicken on stick, you just stick it right out and suck it right off, don't you? Well, I'm going to be down there extra early this week. Sit down there, watch the wrestling program back. I get to watch my pretty face right there on TV, big screen. With all the fans, we're going to have free pictures given away. All kinds of things they're giving away at the door.
Souvenirs, yeah.
So this is your chance. If you hadn't been down there, come on down, because Jerry Lawler, There's been a lot, well, there had been a lot of talk about it, but the man stole somebody's car.
Yeah, definitely, no doubt about it.
Coco Ware's got a chance to get back his truck, which is rightfully his, because I witnessed it with my own eyes. And then I got a chance to get even with a Wildfire Tommy Rich. Wildfire Tommy Rich, he wants what I got right here. And I worked long and hard to get this. And don't think for 1 minute, Tommy Rich, that I forgot what you pulled on my partner, Doug Gilbert. My close friend, Doug Gilbert. When you picked him up, you came running in the building from the back, picked him up from behind, and pile-drived him on a table and injured his neck, and he hadn't been the same since. Well, he's going to be down there Friday night. I'm going to be down there looking for you. And after it's all said and done, Tommy Rich, you're not taking this belt. It's coming home with old Too Sexy.
We have got one big night coming up. Friday night at the Big One Expo Center. There's 10 big matches, regular prices in effect. Also, I haven't told you that. Look for you down there Friday night, Big One Expo Center. We've got more action coming up here. We'll see Too Sexy. Brian Christopher will return on the USWA. We'll be back to it.
Brian Christopher is going to be stepping into the ring here in just a moment. He's going to be going against Jamie Dundee. These two expect a good battle coming up here. Here comes referee Frank Morrell. And again, I got to hand it to Frank. Was very, very uneasy with the selection of Frank to take over as referee after Downtown Bruno was injured and unable to continue today. But I got to say, in that last match, which involved Tony Falk, Frank did his job. He sure did.
Well, you really do. You have to give a guy double honor.
Speaking of Tony Falk. What? Well, we've seen you 3 or 4 times today. That's enough.
Well, I got something very important to say this time. You come on out here, Frank Morrell. Yep. He did it.
He's done what? He did what he was supposed to. He counted you out when your shoulders were pinned.
No. I got a message. I just got off the phone with Double J, the boss himself. He said for me to tell you that you are fired. You are no longer with the organization.
Tony Falk, I told you before, if Jeff Jarrett wants to believe what you tell him, I don't need him, Jeff Jarrett.
Hey, don't walk away. You're the reason he lost his belt, and you've done nothing but cost me match after match, and I called him, and he believes every word I say because he and I are very tight, and when I told him how you've been acting today, he said to tell you you could go straight. Well, I'm going to say this. He said you are fired, Frank Morrell, so don't walk away.
If I stand here and argue with you, that just put me as low as you are.
You ain't going to argue with me. Come back here. I'm not.
Let me tell you one thing. If you lay your hands on me again, I'm going to knock your lights out.
You just hold up. I'm here to tell you the truth. You ain't going to run around. Come back here. You ain't going to...
Boy, Frank upset him.
Look out, Tommy Rich grabbed him.
There goes Tommy Rich out here.
Well,
and Rich
good, yeah. Keeping him back.
breaks it up.
About me.
What's the deal?
I'm not worried about him and Jeff Jarrett. I can handle my own business.
Didn't nobody say you couldn't. Why you gonna hit him? You never said it. Come on, come on.
Nails him from behind here. And now it's 2 against 1. Tommy. Come on, Tommy.
Now that is ridiculous. Falk and Rich jump on referee Frank Morrell. Well, they've already did they do. They said he's fired. And leave the guy alone for crying out loud.
Come on, guys. Here comes some help. Brian Christopher and Wolfie D. And all of a sudden, there go Tommy Rich and Tony Falk. Frank Morrell lying here on the floor. Randy, you understand. Wolfie not too sure he wants to help Frank, given what's been going on in the past. But Randy said, yeah, he did help us out here today, which is true.
Hey, he did me a favor by refereeing. Brian, he did me a favor by refereeing.
Speaking of which, Randy, we've got a match here. Is Frank, you going to be able to referee this match? Because we got Brian coming up here.
I don't know. Brian, please help me get it.
Frank being helped out.
Frank's not going to be able to referee
Frank's not going to referee this match. What are we going to do? We don't have a referee here. Downtown Bruno injured early on. I don't know, maybe Frank can shake it off. But we've got a match scheduled, I'm talking now, with Brian Christopher and Jamie Dundee. Well, no, I'm not going to referee. That's just what we were asking.
You're hurt now, Dave.
Well, I know.
How am I going to beat Brian Christopher up with no referee? How?
Jamie, just like if the king of rock and roll was here, he'd solve all the problems, baby. Randy Hales, why don't you get your wore-out carcass over here?
I'm tired of every single one of you. I have a problem.
We have a match.
No
Jamie Dundee has a match. I'll tell you what you do. Everything else.
Videotape we have that we can play.
We don't need no video.
No video. I got to wrestle. I got to wrestle.
Why don't you referee? Why don't you referee? You do everything else.
Come on, Bill.
He runs. He does everything else. Why just this? We want him to referee.
Yeah, because I love to beat this guy up, too. I hope he is my referee.
For me, I got a match. I don't have no license, but heck, sometimes you have to break the rules.
Well, go ahead.
Well,
you're the promoter.
All right, now
Here, I take his out. What?
We have a treat for you.
Tell him, Priscilla, tell him.
All right, Jamie does the best Elvis you have ever seen, and he is going to grace y'all and do it for you right now. Go, baby.
Are you ready? Okay. I'm going to be your loving teddy bear. Here's Elvis, Dave.
I would like to say hello to my friend, the Colonel, baby.
Yeah, we'd like to say goodbye to all of you.
Say that again. Well, we're going to have the match here as television program has to continue. We've had a very unfortunate situation here today where we've had not one, but two referees injured, Dave.
And no backup referee, which is a very unusual thing. Usually there's a backup official here. Randy Hales, the promoter, has called for the bell. He is going to referee. Bill Dundee and Jamie Dundee screaming, we got to have a referee. I've got to have this match.
Now Jamie's screaming and yelling that Randy did not thoroughly check Brian Christopher.
He's known for pulling chains, says Jamie Dundee. Well, Jamie's right about that. Brian has been known to have a chain or two.
You're trying to cheat. He's already up here playing favoritism.
Wait. Don't go knocking Randy Hales. Y'all are the ones that insisted he get up there and referee the match.
It was Dundee's idea.
Yeah.
Bill Dundee, running off at the mouth as always, says, hey, why don't you referee Randy Hales? Randy steps in, referees, and then they don't like that. Boy, please some of the people some of the time, but you can't please all of the people all of the time, I tell you.
That's true, and you can't please the Dundees much of any of the time, I don't think, lately.
You're right about that.
Jamie Dundee claiming he had his tights full. Yeah. Sure he can, and he did. Randy Hales drafted as a referee, starting to count. Randy said, hey, the crowd said there was no tight. Crowd is right.
Yeah. So here we go. Been looking forward to this one. Jamie Dundee and Too Sexy Brian Christopher tangling up.
Randy Hales in the hair.
Might have been a little hair pulling there, huh?
Yeah, just a little bit. Christopher reaches for another hand on that hair. Jamie whips him in. Dundee leaps over. Goes under Christopher. Over the top. Goes under again. Nice stop kick following a leapfrog from Too Sexy Brian Christopher.
I can justify it.
What?
How about training? How about talent? That's how you justify it. Oh, Dundee, I tell you, complaining about everything.
Jamie Dundee, Too Sexy Brian Christopher. Angling up, and Randy Hales, the USWA promoter, in a very, very strange situation as our referee during this match today. Boy. Christopher whips him in. Jamie leaps over. Little celebration, a little prematurely there, though.
Yep.
Christopher sets up Jamie Dundee, slides under that bottom rope, pops him with a right hand. And Christopher, the USWA heavyweight champion. Whoa.
Randy Hale stepped in to block that right fist that Christopher was going to throw. Then Jamie Dundee immediately starts choking him, and Randy's trying to stop that. He starts the count. Jamie breaks it at the last second.
And Randy's warning Jamie Dundee to lay off of the rope he's choking Christopher with. Slaves him hard right into that top turnbuckle. And Jamie Dundee whips him into the other corner, and Christopher comes bouncing out of there. Jamie Dundee backs him up. Elbow takes him down, and a pin. 1, 2, and Christopher out.
Jamie Dundee complaining about the count. He thought the count should have been 3, not 2. Wasting no opportunity to complain about the referee that he insists referee the match. Boy, I tell you.
Christopher able to dodge that elbow from Jamie Dundee. And the USWA heavyweight champion going after Jamie. Whoa, Christopher misses. Doesn't miss that time as he nailed him with a right hand. Brian Christopher whips him into the rope. Jamie leaps over him. Super kick from Too Sexy Brian Christopher.
Jamie Dundee keeps getting outsmarted on the moves there. He thinks he's got things going his way. He drops Brian down, got the feet up on the rope. Referee Randy Hale stops the count. He saw the feet on the ropes using the extra leverage, and he says, no, sir. Now Brian Christopher's, oh my goodness.
He got him. 1, 2, 3. Too Sexy Brian Christopher gets the win. Here comes Tommy Rich.
Tommy Rich nails Brian Christopher. Now Brian got the pin the same way that Jamie Dundee was trying to do it.
Yeah.
Randy didn't see his feet up on the rope. He was so upset with Jamie trying to break the rules. They didn't see what happened.
Oh, boy.
2 against 1. The referee is trying to get Jamie out of there. Now Randy Hale is kicked. Here's Wolfie D.
Wolfie D in to try to even things up. Once again, as this team, they call themselves the Click, always has to have just one extra man. Here's Dundee out here.
Dundee shows up with a chair and starts yelling at the referee, but as Wolfie D starts after him, he drops the chair and he leaves. And now Brian Christopher and Wolfie checking on Randy to make sure he's okay. At this point, he appears to be. The hand of Brian Christopher is raised.
Yeah.
And we're going to take a break and be back with more from the USWA. Tommy Rich will be here in action a little bit later on. Stay with us. Got a few words from Coco Beware. Mighty upset man when that Chevy pickup, someone else drove it out. Listen to what he had to say.
Well, you see, I really can't believe what's going on here. That's right, I'm really down. I'm hurt. But more than anything, I'm disgusted. Because it was the greatest night of my life. I just won a 1996 pickup truck. I just beat 17 men in that battle royal. But Mr. Jerry Lawler said that I cheated to win that truck. Well, Jerry Lawler, you know I didn't cheat. You know I beat you fair and square. All my fans out there seen it. But what happened, Guy Coffey was getting ready to give me the keys, and you snatched the keys from Guy Coffey, and then you ran and you jumped in my truck, and you took off in it. Well, Jerry Lawler, I'm hot about it, because I went to your house, and I couldn't find the truck. I went everywhere, and I couldn't find the truck. But I know you got that truck hid somewhere. Over my dead body, Jerry Lawler. I'll be darned if you're going to get away from my truck. And I guarantee you, Lawler, if I have to put my whole house up, I will truck back. And I guarantee you, Lawler, that truck is mine. Mine. And then I get another phone call from the promotion. And what do they say? Well, the only way Jerry Lawler gonna wrestle you, you gotta put up your car. My car against my truck. Something is wrong. And you know something is wrong. Well, Jerry Lawler, that's just another scam you got going. Over my dead body, Jerry Lawler. You think you got something? No way. You're gonna bring my truck back to me, one way or the other.
He's not the only one upset. Jamie Dundee out here screaming because Brian Christopher tried and succeeded what you had just tried and failed.
Brian Christopher, I'm challenging you right now, man to man, one-on-one with no referee. If you got any guts, you'll show up.
Jamie Dundee headed for the ring after challenging Brian. I don't think Brian's going to come back. He had his hand raised by the referee, and Dundee can be upset all he wants. Yeah, we saw what happened, and yes, Brian did have his feet on the rope. Oh, look out. Look out behind.
Whoa! Yeah, I knew it.
There's Rich. Look out.
I knew it. I knew there was extra ammunition somewhere from these guys.
Dundee had Tommy Rich standing by just outside. Brian Christopher took the bait. He came in after Dundee. Here comes Wolfie D.
Boy, whenever you face one of these guys straight up, Dave, you can always look for a ram in the bushes, you may want to say.
Here comes Tony Falk. Here comes Dundee with a chair. The rest of the clique, as they call it, is out here. Dundee drops Wolfie D. Oh, it goes after that knee with a folding metal chair. Meanwhile, Tommy Rich is working on Brian Christopher. Jamie Dundee with the cowboy boot, which Brian brought in here.
Come on.
We got a brawl going on. Here comes Frank Morrell. Frank grabs Tony Falk.
Oh, he grabs Tony Falk. Look at this. Morrell going after Tony Falk. Here comes Samantha in.
Oh, she just threw powder in Frank's face.
Tyson's powder right in the face of Morrell, and they've got Frank.
Boy, she nails Frank with a shoe after Tony was holding him up. Here comes Randy Hales. Randy? All right. Randy told him if... Randy just told him if touch anybody else and you're fired. He's already told Falk, Dundee, and Samantha that.
And look at Dundee.
Dundee and Tony jumping up on him here. And, of course, Randy was around on the other side, so he didn't see what happened. Now they're trying to get, he's trying to get Brian out of there.
They're trying to take the boot of Christopher's off. Tommy Rich and Bill Dundee over there. Hey,
Randy.
Come on. Hey, Randy. Get these guys, can we?
Come on, Dundee.
Come on, Bill.
Yeah,
Take it out of here.
We'll have security haul them all out of here. Do what? Do the card. No. Thank you very much. Get out of here. We're going to do the Memphis card right now. Let's take a look at it.
Come on, get out.
7:30 is when the matches begin. Friday night. Remember, it's Friday night at the Big One Expo Center. It's a big open house there, a big spectacular, special Friday spectacular. 10 matches on the card. Special events. Everyone gets a free picture of a USWA star. Going to have USWA souvenir giveaways. They'll have shirts, hats, mugs, videotapes, and 2 free ringside tickets for 1 year.
What a bargain that is, boy.
Oh, yes, indeed. They're going to be given away. Autograph session at 6 o'clock with Brian Christopher, Doug Gilbert, Wolfie D, Miss Texas, Bart Sawyer, and Flex Cabana in the food court, and then Jerry Lawler will join them at 7. The matches at 7:30, opening match of the night. Johnny Rotten goes against the Punisher, 2 of the biggest guys in the USWA size-wise, and that should be some kind of match. And that's just the first of 10 down there. A baby diaper match comes up after that. Scott Bowden will be going against Tony Williams.
Then you'll see Tony Falk in a thing about taking on Flash.
That's right. Yeah, instead of Brickhouse.
Yeah, Tony Falk.
Tony Falk will be going against Flash Flanagan and in that third match. Then the special challenge, Bart Sawyer will be going against Flex Cabana. As you mentioned earlier, these are two former tag team partners, two former champions going against each other in a single match Friday night.
Miss Texas back in action. She'll be taking on Lady Eagle in a USWA Ladies title. And here's a very
all right, well,
upset
Brian
Christopher and Wolfie D. Yeah,
Look, me and Brian and went over there and we just talked about this. The only way to get a little revenge, I think, is to get all those stinking idiots together. And me and Brian are going to form a team, and we're going to ask for a Texas death match. We'll get Doug Gilbert and anybody else we need to match up the odds. And I'm talking Texas death match Friday night. That's a big one. That means that the falls don't count. That means if you want to bring a boot in, you can bring a boot in, and it's perfectly legal. You can use that chair. You can use this belt. And by God, I can use my hubcap if I get good and ready. Ain't we want all four of them. All four of them, yeah. Texas death match. You hear that? That means anything goes. Whatever you want to pull, whoever you want to bring.
Here's Frank.
Sure, Doug Gilbert's there. Wait just a minute. I know I maybe done some stuff against you, but I want you to do me a favor now. Tony Falk, I want your behind, boy. I want it. I want to get no captain.
Randy, they got a bunch of...
Do you want to I want to get power.
He can get me.
We're ready to take. Can we take a break and get
outside the match? Outside the match. The Texas death
match.
Don't count. Put them all together.
Balls don't count.
Let's take a break.
Texas death. Yeah, let's do that. Let's take a break. Time out. We'll be back with more hit and match. We'll be fine.
Well, Wildfire Tommy Rich should be coming in here set for a match. I see him coming this way right now as he heads for the ring. Now, well, we've got another problem. We've got to get a referee in here. There's Bill Dundee and Samantha out here wandering around too. Here comes the whole clique. You got a match.
You got a lot of people, WCW, WWF, they holler their entertainment. You get a Texas death match in this league here. It ain't no entertainment, Dave Brown. What I'm talking about is anybody, Brian Christopher, Doug Gilbert, Frank Morrell, the old man, he can bring his own swiveled up booty on. Because Texas death, that means somebody's going to get hurt.
And you all have accepted the fact that there is going to be a Texas death match.
Texas death with a funks with everybody in it. He don't know what he's getting into, but Tommy, let's do this. Randy Hale, you long drink of water. You started all this, and I hate you from a year ago. Get your worn-out carcass out of here. Come here, Tommy, baby.
Randy, be careful. There's a whole bunch of them.
We have all the rats in the ship except you. Why don't you get in this match one last time, and we're going to take y'all out.
They have a match.
I'm
not a wrestler, and I'm not going to be in the
No,
thing.
you're cowards. What?
Oh, come on.
Hey, come on. Hey,
Man, and Jamie with a chair. Hey, we need some help out here for Randy.
What in the world?
All of them grabbing Randy.
But hey, come on,
Rich
Tommy.
ripping his shirt off.
Leave him alone. Hey, folks, keep your hands off of him. Come on, Samantha. We don't need any of you all out here. Come on.
Dundee,
Hey, get out of here,
Tony,
guys.
get off of him. Leave him alone. Oh, Tommy Rich nails him with the right fist. It's going to cost all of them some money, but we need some help for Randy. Now they roll him in the ring. Here comes Brian. Here comes Wolfie. Here comes Frank. Brian Christopher grabs Jamie Dundee.
He's got Jamie over here. They got him cornered off.
Wolfie's got him. Oh,
Yeah.
look out. There he
That's
goes.
exactly what he did. Oh, look out, Dave.
Oh, look out. And they run him out.
Oh,
finally, we've got to take a break. Let's get some help for Randy. We'll be back in a minute. Randy, we're here with Randy Hales. Randy, we've got to run through the whole card. Want to make sure that that you're all right. Need to get you out of here and get you some help, though.
Hey, you asked for the Texas Death Match. Dundee asked for me to be in the match, and I'm not no wrestler, but that Samantha came on me. I can whip that blonde-headed...
That's fine. The more the merrier. The more the merrier. You take care of Samantha. You got Tony Funk. You got Bill Dundee. I'll take care of the rest, baby, because I am sick and tired of it. Tony.
They got it. Add the match. All right.
Let's go.
We're out of time. It's all coming up. It's all coming up Friday night. Friday night is when it's all going to be happening at the Big One Expo Center. Make your plans to be there. Until next week, for Corey Macklin, I'm Dave Brown. So long, everybody.
The announcers on this program are selected and paid by parties other than this station, namely the promoters of USWA Championship Wrestling.